Have you ever felt like the world around you is changing, but you can't quite put your finger on why? What if I told you that everything you've been sensing, every shift in your energy, is a sign that humanity is on the brink of a monumental transformation, one that's already underway? The new Earth is not some distant future. It's unfolding right now as celestial forces orchestrate a cosmic symphony, guiding us toward a higher reality. Think about the eclipses, the asteroids, and the planetary alignments. These are not mere coincidences. They're cosmic catalysts, energetic gateways unlocking new dimensions of possibility. With every passing celestial event, waves of energy wash over Earth, lifting us out of old, limiting frequencies and propelling us into a realm of higher consciousness. The cosmos is actively accelerating this shift, and humanity is awakening to its true potential. The question now is, are you prepared to embrace this cosmic transformation? And if you're feeling the call, comment below with "I am ready" and step into this transformation with us. The energy coming from the stars, planets, and beyond is reshaping the world, and you, in ways we've only begun to comprehend. Let's take a deep dive into how these celestial events are unfolding and what you need to know to align with this extraordinary shift. Before we continue, I have a quick favor to ask. As a new channel, my videos are facing some challenges in reaching those who need this wisdom. If you feel the resonance of this content, please support it by hitting the like button, sharing this video with others, and subscribing to stay in alignment with this journey. The quantum nature of the new Earth. The new Earth is not bound by the rigid walls of duality that have long governed the old paradigm. In this emerging reality, the opposites of light and dark, good and bad, are no longer fixed in their separate corners. Instead, they flow into one another, dissolving into an interconnected whole where every experience, every perspective, serves a purpose. It is like the colors of a sunset, bright and vibrant on one side, fading into the shadow of night on the other, yet each blending seamlessly into the other without boundaries. This unity of opposites reflects a deeper, more expansive understanding of reality that transcends separation and division. When we begin to look at the world through the lens of quantum consciousness, the familiar concepts of duality start to lose their power. Quantum physics teaches us that particles can exist as both waves and particles, embodying two states simultaneously. This concept reflects the deeper nature of existence itself, where consciousness isn't a singular fixed entity, but a fluid, ever-shifting force that impacts the world around us. Just like light behaves both as a particle and a wave, consciousness behaves in a similar manner, constantly shifting, expanding, and influencing the universe in ways we are just beginning to understand. In this space, the old rules and limitations no longer apply. The new Earth asks us to step into this flow of oneness, where everything is interconnected and nothing is truly separate. Imagine standing in the center of a vast ocean, where every wave, no matter how different it seems from the others, is part of the same body of water. Each wave holds the potential to carry something unique, yet in its essence, it is no different from the ocean itself. We, too, are like these waves, expressing our individuality while being part of a greater collective consciousness that unites all of existence. This shift toward unity isn't just a philosophical idea, it's an energetic change that's already happening. We're moving beyond the fragmented way of seeing the world. Where once we saw clear divisions, good versus bad, us versus them, now we're learning to embrace complexity and paradox, understanding that everything holds value in its own way. The new Earth allows for a broader, more inclusive perspective, one that honors diversity while acknowledging that at the core of it all, we are the same. As this shift unfolds, our experience of reality is being shaped by the very nature of consciousness itself. We are no longer passive observers. We are active participants in the unfolding of the world around us. Just like quantum particles that influence their environment by the mere act of observation, our thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape the reality we experience. This understanding calls us to take responsibility for our energy, recognizing that the way we engage with the world can either reinforce old patterns of separation or contribute to the blossoming of the new Earth's unity. In this new way of being, we are invited to step out of the limitations of the old world and into the expansive potential of the quantum field, where everything is possible, everything is interconnected, and everything is part of the grand unfolding. It's a reality where our consciousness, just like a wave, is not bound by rigid definitions or limited concepts, but flows freely and continuously into the infinite possibilities of existence. And in this flow, the new Earth reveals itself not as a distant dream, but as a living, breathing reality that is already unfolding within and around us. The collective heart awakening, human consciousness, and the unified field. Human consciousness is in the midst of an extraordinary shift, a shift from a fragmented, individualistic worldview to a collective, unified consciousness. It's as though we are no longer separate threads, each weaving its own story in isolation, but rather a vast, interconnected tapestry, each thread vital to the whole. Picture a massive tree with countless branches, each unique but rooted in the same soil, drawing nourishment from the same source. Humanity is awakening to the realization that the well-being of one is intrinsically linked to the well-being of all. And as we come together, we amplify each other's energy and strength. This shift is not just an abstract concept, it's being felt in tangible ways across the globe. Compassion is rising like a powerful wave, sweeping through communities, transcending borders, and uniting people in ways we have never seen before. It's as if the barriers that once divided us, cultural, racial, or even ideological, are dissolving, revealing our shared humanity beneath. We are beginning to understand, on a deep and emotional level, that we are all reflections of one another. The experiences of one person resonate across the entire human experience, and the pain or joy of one individual becomes the pain or joy of the collective. This is the essence of the collective heart awakening. As this new consciousness takes hold, something profound is emerging. The ability for people to communicate beyond words. Telepathy, once thought of as a mere fantasy, is starting to be recognized as an emerging reality. It's not just about the ability to read someone's thoughts, but about a deeper, more intuitive connection, where we can feel the emotions and intentions of others with unprecedented clarity. This type of communication goes beyond language, transcending the limitations of verbal expression, allowing us to connect on a much deeper level. It's like the way two musicians might intuitively know what the other is going to play, even without a single word spoken. There's a harmony between them, a shared understanding that flows naturally and effortlessly. This shift in human consciousness is not happening in isolation. It is part of a much larger cosmic orchestration, the unified field of consciousness that binds us all together. This unified field is like an invisible force that links every thought, every feeling, and every action to the collective whole. It's as though we are all part of one vast energetic web, where each node is interconnected and each vibration ripples outward, affecting the entire network. The unified field supports and nourishes the New Earth vision, helping to guide humanity toward greater unity, compassion, and understanding. In this space, we recognize that every thought, every action, and every intention creates an impact, not only on ourselves, but on the world around us. We are no longer isolated individuals, but active participants in the unfolding of the collective consciousness. And as we come together in this unified field, we begin to realize that our individual energies, when aligned with the collective, have the power to create a reality far greater than what we could achieve on our own. Time is illusion. The past, present, and future converge. Time, as we've been taught to understand it, is not as rigid and absolute as it once seemed. For centuries, humanity has been living under the illusion of linear time, viewing the past, present, and future as distinct, separate entities that flow in one unbroken line. But as consciousness expands, the old concept of time begins to unravel, revealing a far more fluid and dynamic reality. Time itself, much like a river, is not simply a straight path, but a current, capable of bending and flowing in various directions, influenced by our awareness and the energies we attune ourselves to. This realization opens the door to a deeper understanding. The past, present, and future are not isolated moments, but interconnected, coexisting in the same space. It's as though the pages of a book are not sequential, but all laid out in front of us, every chapter accessible at any given moment. In the New Earth, time collapses, and instead of a straight line, we experience a web of interconnected moments, where the boundaries between past, present, and future blur. It's like standing in a room with all the doors open at once, each door representing a different time, a different possibility, and yet all are happening simultaneously. As the structure of time becomes more fluid, humanity begins to access multiple realities, potential futures, and alternate outcomes. The experience of time is no longer limited by what we have already lived through or what we are told will happen. We can tap into a vast pool of potential, choosing different paths and possibilities as we awaken to the limitless nature of reality. This isn't just an abstract concept, it's something that people are starting to experience in real, tangible ways. There are countless stories of individuals who have felt time shift during moments of heightened awareness or profound synchronicity. Some people have described experiences where they felt as though they were living in two places at once, like a memory coming alive in the present moment, or a glimpse of the future unfolding right before their eyes. Others have witnessed events unfolding in such perfect alignment, as if the universe itself is orchestrating every moment with precision. These moments are not random, but are signs of our increasing ability to perceive the non-linear nature of time. It's like flipping through a photo album, where one picture leads to another, and you can flip between them, experiencing all the moments at once, without the constraints of a timeline. The beauty of this awakening to the malleability of time is that it offers us the chance to step out of the cycles of repetition and limitation that we have been stuck in. We no longer have to be defined by the past, nor do we need to worry about the future. By embracing the present moment and allowing our consciousness to expand, we realize that time, in its true essence, is not a linear progression, but a fluid, ever-changing river that we can navigate with intention and awareness. Freedom from the matrix, liberation from control systems. For centuries, humanity has been locked in invisible cages created by societal, economic, and political systems that dictate how we live, think, and interact. These constructs have shaped our behavior and perceptions, guiding us into predefined paths that limit our potential and obscure our true nature. But as consciousness rises and the energy of the new Earth intensifies, these systems are slowly starting to unravel, revealing the illusion that they were never as permanent as we once believed. The chains that once held us tight are becoming weaker, and the walls that separated us from true freedom are crumbling. It's as though a veil is lifting, showing us that we have always had the key to liberation right in our hands. In the new Earth, freedom is not just an external circumstance. It's a state of being that comes from within. The old paradigms that taught us to follow rigid rules, conform to authority, and believe in scarcity are dissolving. As we awaken to our true nature, we realize that the world around us was never meant to be a prison, but a playground for creativity, joy, and infinite possibility. The concept of power, once synonymous with control, is shifting. True power comes from within, from the ability to align with our higher selves and operate from a place of self-awareness. No longer are we dependent on external systems to tell us what is right or wrong, what is possible or impossible. We are reclaiming our sovereignty, stepping away from the limiting narratives that once defined us, and stepping into a new way of being, one that is authentic, expansive, and rooted in truth. This awakening to freedom is like a flower blossoming, petal by petal, revealing more of its vibrant beauty. As each person begins to see through the illusion of control, they begin to recognize the power they have to create their own reality. No longer confined to predefined roles or expectations, individuals can now choose how they want to live, who they want to become, and what they want to contribute to the world. The chains of fear, doubt, and obedience begin to fall away, and what's left is the boundless potential of the human spirit, free to express itself fully without inhibition. The shift to the new Earth is not about overthrowing one system for another. It's about dissolving the very idea of control. It's the realization that no one, not a government, corporation, or social structure, has the right to dictate how we live our lives. Instead, it's about stepping into the full expression of our authentic selves and creating a world where the collective can thrive in harmony, based on mutual respect and the understanding that we are all interconnected. This freedom is not a fleeting moment or an isolated experience. It's a new way of living, where self-awareness and authenticity become the guiding principles of our existence. The more we wake up to this truth, the more we recognize that we have always had the power to shape our reality, and that power lies within our hearts, not in the systems that once sought to control us. Personal awakening, the power of inner transformation. Personal awakening is like the opening of a door, one that leads you into a deeper understanding of who you truly are. This journey is not just about an intellectual shift, but a full transformation of your heart, mind, and soul. As you begin to awaken to your divine potential, it becomes clear that the changes within you ripple outward, affecting not just your life, but the world around you. The new Earth cannot be birthed without each individual stepping into their own power and truth. It's like each person is a vital note in a cosmic symphony, and when we align our frequencies with love, healing, and awareness, the entire collective ascends in harmony. Inner transformation, though, is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. It's like planting seeds in the soil of your consciousness, nurturing them with self-love, patience, and compassion. Over time, these seeds bloom into a greater understanding of yourself and your role in the larger picture of life. As you heal emotional wounds, release limiting beliefs, and forgive past grievances, you clear the path for your soul to shine brighter. These healing steps are catalysts for change, not just in your own life, but in the collective energy of humanity. As more and more people undergo their personal awakenings, the energy of the planet shifts, moving us closer to the new Earth, where love and unity prevail. Self-awareness is a key part of this transformation. It's the ability to observe your thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment, understanding the patterns that shape your behavior and how they influence your reality. By becoming more aware of yourself, you begin to recognize that you are not just a passive observer in your life, but an active participant in creating your experience. This realization is empowering. It shows you that you have the ability to change your thoughts and reactions, to heal and grow, and ultimately to shape your destiny. It's like a sculptor looking at a block of stone and seeing the masterpiece within, knowing that with each chisel, they are creating something beautiful. Self-mastery is at the heart of this process. It's not about control in the traditional sense. Rather, it's the ability to align your mind, body, and spirit with your highest truth. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and affirmations serve as tools that help you tune into your higher self and raise your vibration. Imagine these practices as tuning forks, helping you align with the frequency of the universe, allowing you to move through life with greater ease, clarity, and purpose. When you raise your vibration, you not only experience a shift within, but also contribute to the collective rise in consciousness that is needed for the new Earth to fully emerge. By activating your divine potential, you start to recognize the vast power that lies dormant within. It's like a river that has been dammed for years, holding immense energy behind it. When the dam breaks, that energy flows freely, nourishing everything in its path. Similarly, when you awaken to your true essence, your energy flows outward, creating change in your life and in the world around you. Every step you take on this journey is an act of service to the planet and to humanity, helping to create the conditions for the new Earth to manifest. The emergence of the new social paradigm. The emergence of the new Earth is not solely about individual growth or spiritual awakening. It is also about the collective transformation of humanity into a united force for good. It's like a tapestry being woven, where each thread represents an individual, yet together they form a larger picture of unity and compassion. The concept of living in unity is a powerful shift, one that moves away from isolation and competition and toward a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all. Imagine each person as a single note in a song, and when they harmonize, the music becomes richer and more beautiful. Communities based on love, compassion, and unity are essential for creating a world where everyone can thrive. The new Earth calls for new social structures, ones that support equality, sustainability, and collaboration rather than division, scarcity, and control. These new systems are not just theoretical, but are already taking shape in various parts of the world. It's like a garden of possibility where different seeds are planted, and each one represents a new way of living. For example, cooperative societies, eco-villages, and collective workspaces are sprouting in response to the old, unsustainable models. These communities are built on the principle that we are all part of something bigger, and that working together to meet each other's needs creates a foundation for long-term well-being. The old systems that separate us are giving way to systems that nurture and support, where resources are shared and decisions are made collaboratively. As these new social paradigms emerge, they offer a blueprint for how humanity can operate in harmony with the planet and each other. It's as though the Earth itself is guiding us toward a more balanced and sustainable way of life. In these communities, sustainability becomes more than just a buzzword. It becomes a way of being. Imagine a farm where the crops are grown not for profit, but for the nourishment of the community. Every resource is valued and waste is minimized. This shift goes beyond environmental sustainability. It touches every aspect of life, from how we interact with each other to how we distribute wealth, healthcare, and education. The new social paradigm is about recognizing that everyone's well-being is interconnected, and when one person rises, we all rise together. Around the world, there are already groups of people who are laying the foundation for the new Earth by building communities that reflect these values. It's like seeing a puzzle come together piece by piece. Each community, project, and initiative adds to the larger vision of a world where love, compassion, and collaboration are the cornerstones of society. These movements are often small at first, but like a stone thrown into a pond, their ripple effect is felt far and wide. More and more individuals are choosing to live in ways that honor the Earth, each other, and the deeper connection we all share. These groups are redefining what it means to live in community, focusing on mutual support, respect, and collective growth. The new Earth is a collective vision, one that requires all of us to participate and contribute. By coming together and living with compassion and unity, we can create a new social paradigm where all are valued and the well-being of the planet is prioritized. It's not about a single person or group leading the way, but about each of us recognizing our role in co-creating a world of harmony, sustainability, and love. The seeds of the new Earth are already being planted, and as more people awaken to their divine potential, the vision of a united, compassionate world becomes more and more tangible. The role of lightworkers and starseeds in the shift. Lightworkers and starseeds have been called to play a pivotal role in the unfolding of the new Earth. Think of them as beacons of light scattered across the planet, each one radiating energy that helps illuminate the path forward for others. These individuals carry within them a deep sense of purpose, like travelers who have arrived on Earth with the mission of assisting in its spiritual evolution. They are not just ordinary people, but souls who have chosen to incarnate at this critical time to help guide humanity toward higher consciousness. Their presence is felt not only in their actions, but also in their energy, which reverberates throughout the collective, lifting others as they rise. Lightworkers and starseeds anchor the energies of the new Earth into the present, serving as channels for the wisdom, peace, and love that the Earth is evolving towards. The mission of lightworkers is both simple and profound: to help others awaken to their own divine potential and to raise the collective consciousness of humanity. This is not a task that requires grand gestures or elaborate rituals. In many cases, it is a quiet, subtle work, like the gentle bloom of a flower in the early morning light, unnoticed but essential. Lightworkers share their wisdom through kindness, compassion, and acts of service, helping others to remember who they truly are. Their gifts may manifest in various ways, whether it is through healing, teaching, or simply being a source of calm in times of turbulence. Just like a calm ocean, their energy helps soothe the rough waves of fear, doubt, and confusion, offering others a space to reconnect with their inner selves. Part of the work of lightworkers is also about nurturing and strengthening their own spiritual gifts so they can better assist others in their journey of awakening. Their path is one of continuous growth, where each step forward is not only about personal transformation, but about expanding their ability to help the world. It is akin to a gardener tending to their plants, ensuring that their roots are deep and their branches strong, so they can bear fruit for others to enjoy. Lightworkers know that in order to be of service, they must first tend to their own soul, ensuring that their connection to the divine is unwavering and their heart is open. Their gifts are not merely for personal enlightenment, but for the collective good, serving as a tool for the healing and awakening of the planet. For those who feel a stirring within them, a deep calling to rise and serve the collective, now is the time to embrace this role. It's as if the universe is gently whispering a call to action, encouraging those who have been awakened to their spiritual purpose to step forward and share their light with the world. The task may feel overwhelming at times, but just like the tiniest spark can start a blazing fire, each individual's contribution is essential in igniting the collective awakening. Lightworkers and star seeds are needed to hold the space of possibility, to be the steady hands that help guide others through the darkness toward the light of truth. Their energy, compassion, and wisdom will help light the way for the masses, creating a ripple effect that spreads far and wide across the earth. Practical steps to align with the shift. As we transition into the new Earth frequencies, there are simple yet powerful practices that can help individuals align with the higher energies flowing into our world. These practices act as anchors, keeping us grounded while we adapt to the ongoing shift. Think of them as the tools a gardener uses to tend to a garden. Each practice carefully nurtures our connection to the earth and our spiritual growth. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to connect with the new earth energy. By quieting the mind, individuals can tap into a deeper awareness, allowing them to align with the frequency of the earth's transformation. It's like tuning a radio to a specific channel, where the static fades away and clarity is achieved. Through regular meditation, we open ourselves to the subtle vibrations of the universe, helping us stay attuned to the changes taking place. Mindfulness, the art of staying present in the moment, is another key practice for spiritual alignment. In a world where distractions are everywhere, being mindful allows us to reclaim our power. It's akin to sitting still in the eye of a storm. Everything around us may be chaotic, but within, we remain calm and centered. Mindfulness helps us witness our thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment, creating a space for us to respond consciously rather than react impulsively. This is essential in embodying the new earth energy, as it allows us to live with intention, ensuring that our choices align with the higher frequencies of love, peace, and unity. Nature immersion is another powerful tool for aligning with the new earth frequencies. Just as trees stand tall, grounded in the soil, we too can reconnect with the earth by spending time outdoors. Nature has a natural ability to harmonize us with the rhythms of the planet, much like how a drum beat unites a group of musicians. By walking barefoot on the earth, sitting under the shade of trees, or simply breathing in fresh air, we align ourselves with the natural flow of energy, helping us attune to the higher frequencies that are now becoming more accessible. Nature acts as a mirror, reflecting the peace and serenity we wish to embody in our lives. Conscious living practices play a crucial role in supporting the new earth shift. This involves making deliberate choices in our daily routines, relationships, and environments that reflect our commitment to higher consciousness. It's like choosing to build a house with sustainable materials, knowing that each decision contributes to the overall well-being of the world. Small actions such as eating nourishing food, choosing eco-friendly products, and treating others with kindness have a ripple effect that supports the collective evolution. By living consciously, we align our personal energy with the collective energy of the new Earth, creating a harmonious flow of positive vibrations. Grounding high-frequency energy into our everyday life involves integrating these practices into our routines. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Once we begin to embody these higher frequencies, our surroundings begin to shift as well. This is not just about individual transformation. It's about bringing this energy into our communities. By being a living example of peace, love, and unity, we can inspire those around us to embrace the new Earth frequencies, contributing to the global shift. These practical tools act as a bridge between our personal growth and the collective evolution, ensuring that as we rise, we lift others with us. Trusting the unfolding of the divine plan, surrendering to the flow of evolution is like drifting on a river, letting go of the need to control the current, trusting that the water will carry you to the right destination. The transition to the new Earth, just like a river's journey, requires patience. You can't force the river to move faster or change its course. Instead, you must trust that it will take you exactly where you need to be at the right time. In the same way, the unfolding of the new Earth is not something that can be rushed. It's a process that demands we release our attachment to outcomes, knowing that every twist and turn in the flow brings us closer to our destination. There is comfort in knowing that, much like the river, we are supported by forces far beyond our individual control, guiding us towards the greater whole. Embracing the mystery of the unknown is an essential part of this trust. Just as a seed grows beneath the surface of the earth, unseen and unknown, our transformation is happening in ways that may not yet be fully visible to us. It's easy to get caught up in the desire for certainty, wanting to know what the next step is or how things will unfold. But just as the night sky is filled with stars we cannot always see during the day, the bigger picture of the divine plan is not always clear to us. Trusting in the unknown allows us to stay present in the moment without needing all the answers. It's like reading a story, chapter by chapter. You don't know how it will end, but with each page, the mystery deepens and the excitement builds. In this way, we are invited to surrender to the unknown, knowing that every step of the journey is part of the unfolding divine narrative. Letting go of control is one of the most difficult yet liberating aspects of this transition. It's like holding on to a tightly wound ball of string. Everything feels tense, uncertain, and knotted. But when you let go, you allow the string to unravel, revealing its natural flow. Releasing the need to control the process means accepting that we do not need to have every answer, every plan, or every solution. Instead, we trust in the cosmic design, which is always working for the highest good. Just as a tree trusts that it will grow towards the sunlight, we trust that the divine will guide us toward the light of the new earth. It is a dance of faith and surrender, where we allow ourselves to be led by something greater than our limited understanding. In this process, patience becomes our ally. Much like waiting for a flower to bloom, we must honor the time it takes for the new earth to reveal itself fully. We may not see the fruits of our labor immediately, but like a farmer planting seeds, we trust that the harvest will come. The unfolding of the divine plan is not something we need to force or rush. It's something to experience in its own timing. By releasing our need to control, we create space for miracles to unfold, allowing the divine to work through us and with us, to guide us toward the new earth. If this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, share this with those who need to hear it, and subscribe to the channel for more divine insights. Your support helps us spread the light and awaken more souls to the truth of the new earth. Together, we can create a world filled with love, unity, and transformation.